Well, here we are, the final lap of our World Cup preview. Simon Preston, welcome to Sports City. So, Group H, that's where we are, the last group. We looked at Group A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and now Group H. Portugal, Uruguay, Ghana, South Korea. There's so many different things that you can look at this group. Uruguay, they took on South Korea in the round of 16 of the 2010 World Cup. Uruguay won that game. There's so much things that we can look at. Uruguay took on Portugal in the round of 16 of the 2018 World Cup, and guess what? Uruguay won that as well. Ghana took on Portugal in the 2014 FIFA World Cup, which took place over in Brazil, and guess what? Portugal won that. Ghana took on Uruguay in the quarterfinals of the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. And guess what? Uruguay won that on penalties. There's so many different scenarios. So it's like familiar foes playing each other, meeting each other once again. And this is not the first time South Korea are in this sort of group. But you know what? Let's start with Ghana, shall we? As Ghana will be making their fourth World Cup appearance. They played in 2006, 2010, and 2014. They made it to the round of 16 of the 2006 World Cup. After losing to Italy, well, they defeated the Czech Republic and also defeated the United States. In the round of 16, they took out in Brazil and they were eliminated. 2010, well, despite losing to Germany, they did defeat Serbia and also Australia. And in the round of 16, they defeat the United States. And guess what? They played Uruguay in the quarterfinals. 2014 was a disappointment, though. They only picked up 1 point, and that was against Germany. Apart from that, they lost to the Americans. Do you remember that game? Do you guys remember that game in particular? Well, I hope you do, because that was a memorable one, for many reasons. It was Ghana and Portugal. And Ghana fell to Portugal 2-1. They drew with Germany, but lost to the United States. Now, coming into this World Cup, they will have a few players that we have seen in the past. For example, Andre Ayew, who scored at the last World Cup. But we will see some new faces, you could say. For example, let's take a look at Thomas Partey. Now, Thomas Partey has played for Ghana the Africa Cup of Nations, but not at the World Cup. But he's going to be a key component for them. Daniel Amarty, Abdul Baba at Reading, Joe Wallacott at Charlton Athletic, Tariq Lamptey, who has declared to play for Ghana now. Yep, he's at Brighton and Hove Albion, and he's made the decision to play for Ghana. Maybe if he waited another few more years, he would have been at a World Cup, but here we are. And he's representing Ghana. He's one to watch for the Ghanaian team at the World Cup. Let's now look at Portugal now. Now, Portugal, they'll be making their 8th World Cup appearance. Their best came in 1966 in England, where Eusebio guided them to a 3rd place finish. Since then, their second best run, Germany, 2006, where they finished 4th. Since then, it's been round of 16 exit, group stage exit, round of 16 exit. So now, in 2022, we will see what will happen in this tournament in particular. The biggest disappointment for them, you could say, came in 2002, after losing to the United States and South Korea. A team that had Pauleta, Figo, Sergio Conceição, Victor Baia, and still didn't qualify for the latter stages of the World Cup. Maniche, amongst many other players in that Portuguese squad. Unfortunate, eh? Very, very much so. Key players to watch out for Portugal. Well, we know them, don't we? None other than Cristiano Ronaldo, 117 goals in 191 appearances for his country. Bruno Fernandes, the creator. Bernardo Silva, William Carvalho, Ruben Neves, Diego Jota, João Felix, Rui Patricio, Danilo Pereira, João Cancelo. These are the faces to watch for Portugal. South Korea will be making their 11th World Cup appearance. Their best, well, 4th on home soil in 2002. Remember, they defeated Poland, Portugal, drew with the United States, defeated Italy, defeated Spain, took on Germany in the semifinals and lost, and fell to Turkey in the 3rd place playoff. Gus Hiddink is tipped as a hero for what he did. Outside of that appearance, South Korea has been to the latter stages of a World Cup, and this was the round of 16 in 2010, which took place in South Africa. Yes, that is right. They were in a group with Nigeria, Greece, and Argentina. And guess what? South Korea made progress and they advanced to the round of 16 before losing to Uruguay in this tournament. Despite not advancing from the 2018 World Cup, they can reflect on that appearance where they had that 2-0 victory over Germany. Hyun-Min Son, yes, he's the man to watch. Hyun-Min Son, 35 goals in 104 games for his country, and just 23 goals shy of Cha Bun-kyung, who scored 58 goals for South Korea. Hyun-Min Yo, 136 appearances for South Korea. One of the top players, Lee Wong-jae, but Lee Wong-jae won't be at the World Cup. His last, you could say, was back in the 2000s. But they're quality players in this South Korean outfit. Quality names to really, really keep a close eye on. We spoke about Hyun-Min Son, but I would say another player is Hwang Hee-chan that we've seen at Wolverhampton Wanderers in the English Premier League. Quite deft touches. I think his movement is quite good. In defense, Kim Min-jae at Napoli. That's another one to really, really zero in on. And finally, Uruguay, two-time World Cup winners. Well, quarterfinalists in Russia in 2018. What will the last generation of Luis Suarez, Diego Godin, Edinson Cavani do? Let's not forget, Suarez is 35. Edinson Cavani, 35. Christian Stuani, 35. Diego Godin, 36. Yeah? Fernando Muslera, 36. Damian Suarez, 34. Martin Caceres, 35. Leandro Cabrera, 31. This is the last push, you could say, for the Uruguayan outfits. Top two for me, Portugal and Uruguay. Do you agree? Who will win the World Cup? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports City for more content. Take care, guys.